What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we jump into this month's favorites, I wanted to quickly remind you, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button here, there, wherever it is. Hit that button if you would like to stay notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm really stoked about creating content over here on YouTube now, so please subscribe so you don't miss it next time. For this video, I wanted to jump into some of my favorite products and just kind of things in the beauty space that I really loved for the entire month of April. A lot of my PR has stopped coming since a lot of brands are kind of canceling shipments right now, which is definitely a good thing, so it's all good, but I definitely have been receiving a bit less product than usual, but I have gotten a couple of things throughout the past month that I wanted to share with you guys, some really exciting products. Okay, let's jump in the video. Okay, so there's quite a lot in front of me, so just bear with me, grab a snack if you don't have one already. This might be a long one. So the first product I wanted to share with you guys is this Skin Iceland moisturizer. This is the Pure Cloud Cream. This is one of my all-time favorite moisturizers, and certainly lately my skin has been kind of acting up around kind of the sides of my face. I'm not really sure what that's from, but I've been getting some irritated little bumps over here, a couple of breakouts, and this has been the only moisturizer that does not irritate that. So I've been absolutely loving this. Love the texture. It's nice and lightweight for kind of an everyday use. Next, I wanted to talk about a great eyeliner. This is actually the breakup proof eyeliner from Wet n Wild. This, in my opinion, is a perfect dupe for the Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner that we all love so dearly. This eyeliner is a great dupe. It is, I think, $5.99, $4.99 at Walgreens or the drugstore, wherever you can find it, but this eyeliner is awesome. It's a brush tip, not a felt tip liner, so I really find that I can get in and do precise movements. It's what I've used on my eyes today. And for a personal eyeliner, it's really great. So check that out if you haven't. Okay, so the next product is this Urban Decay Brow Blade. This is a really interesting product. So on one side, there's a little pen, and I actually use this to draw on my freckles. I'll kind of just dot it around and then tap it out with my finger. And what I've actually done with this is I've clipped off the tip so it's a little bit more blunt, and this gives me a really great size for little freckles. So I've actually used it to create some of the tortoiseshell detailing on my eyeliner today too. It's a really great product, and this does stain the skin. So for someone like me who has to draw on eyebrows every single day, this will last me all day long and it won't smudge off. So huge fan of this. On the other side, it's got this really great precise brow pencil. This is similar to maybe the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Really great, long-lasting, waterproof pencil. So definitely check this out if you're looking for something that's long wearing. I use the shade Cool Cookie. So this is a really nice neutral, cool toned brown. Definitely love this guy. Okay, next, this isn't actually beauty related, but this is kind of like a home, I don't know, accessory, if you will. But these are blue light glasses. So Wade and I obviously do a ton in digital media, and we're constantly in front of our computers, and we have been editing like fools lately. So many different projects, and we're staring at screens a lot of the day. So these are blue light glasses. They're really fun. This is kind of like a leopard print tortoiseshell style, which is funny. It kind of matches my eyeliner. But I got Wade a clear pair, and we've both been wearing these a ton. These really noticeably, I feel like, lift the stress off of my eyes, if that makes sense. I feel like at the end of the day, if I've been staring at a screen all day long, my eyes just feel tired. I just want to rub them, and just like, I don't know, they feel heavy. And I've definitely been wearing these for probably the last 3 weeks, and I have noticed a difference in how my eyes feel at the end of the day. So highly recommend these. I think I got both pairs off of Amazon for $19.99, so $20 for 2 pairs. I really enjoy these. Check them out if you're looking for blue light glasses. Okay, so the next product is really interesting. This is actually from Beauty Blender, but it's not the Beauty Blender. This is a little powder puff, and I really have been loving this. Sometimes if I get that kind of oiliness on the center of my face, what I'll do is actually dip into some powder, some loose powder, and I'll work it into this powder puff, and I'll actually just press right in those areas, and it takes away any shine that I might have. And I just love how quick and easy this is. You just pop it on your finger and you can kind of press this away. I've also been using this to actually dip into some powder and set right along my contour, and this just kind of snatches that whole area and gives me a more like put together clean look. Okay, so while we're on the topic of Beauty Blender, I have been non-stop using this solid cleanser that they make. This is the Pro cleanser, and I have completely switched from any other brush cleaner or soap that I was previously using to this. This is amazing. I wish I had found this years ago. So this is their Solid Pro. So the lid just comes off like that. And then in the top is actually this little mat. So what I like to do is either hold the mat in my hand or place it down in my sanitized sink when I'm cleaning my brushes. And the cleanser is just a solid cleanser here, so I can just swish the brush here and then rub it on this pad, and it cleans my brushes better than anything I've ever used. I have completely switched over to this. This actually has charcoal in it, so it really deeply cleans the brushes when you're using this. I love this thing. Absolutely love it. Probably will continue buying it maybe forever. I just love how simple and easy it is. It's not very messy and it's all in one container. So swear by this. I'm so excited about this next one. This is the Escape Artist palette from NYX. This is one of the best palettes I've used in a long time. They were kind enough to send this over in PR, but this is just such a cool palette. So you can see there's such a range here of different tones. You have bright colors down here. You have some cooler tones up here. There's some really great warm neutral colors in here as well. These browns are gorgeous, and some of these shimmers are just unreal. I don't know if you can tell, but they're just absolutely lovely. Such a high quality palette, and I just reach for this all the time. It's pretty much the only palette I've been using lately, and I'm completely obsessed with it. 40 shadows for, I think this is around $30. So that's just insanely affordable when it comes to palettes. You know, a lot of palettes that I have are more in the high-end scope, like Natasha Denona and all those. Those things go for $129. It is insane. This is $30, and you get such a great range of shadows, and they're really, really beautiful quality. So highly recommend this guy. If you've been thinking about a new palette and you want to add a little bit of color into your kit, or if you just want some neutrals to play with to wear on yourself, this is just a really good all-around palette. Highly, highly recommend. Okay, so the next product is a highlighter, and this is Cookie from Benefit. This has become my newest favorite highlight. This guy is stunning. Seriously, so gorgeous. I'll give you a little swatch here, and it still won't do it justice. This is just the most pigmented, gorgeous, champagne-y, white gold highlight, and I'm completely obsessed with it. It's what I'm wearing on my nose, right here, and on my cheeks. I actually like to take a little bit more of a fluffier highlight brush, something like this Smith 103, and I like to just barely dip in there and give a little shine. I'll just for the sake of it, I'll just give you a little taste. So I just take like that much, dust off the excess. Oh, it is just absolutely stunning. I am obsessed with this guy. It's so incredibly pigmented. So if you wanted to, you could go in with a wet brush and get a real intense shimmer. But I just like to shear this out with a more fluffy brush. It is just seriously stunning. Oh, at least for my skin tone, this is just such a gorgeous shade. Highly, highly recommend. It's a little on the spendy side, but you know you're never gonna get through that entire product. So this will last you a long time, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So while we're on the note of face products, I thought I would talk about this gorgeous blush from MAC. This is the shade Lovejoy from MAC. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, warm, neutral tone. What I like to do is just take a little fluffy brush, and I just take a tiny bit of product, and I actually swirl it off in the top of the pan there to get any excess off. And I just like to dust this on the high points of my cheek. And you can see, because it's mineralized, it just gives this gorgeous sheen. It's not completely matte. I'm completely obsessed with this shade, and I have been using this nonstop on myself. I might pick up another one just to add to my kit, but I just love that. It's the most gorgeous shade. Not too crazy pigmented to where you have to be really careful. I just really work it into that brush and then swirl it around. Sometimes with mineral-based products, it's good to kind of work them into the skin. They actually perform really beautifully. So Lovejoy from MAC, highly recommend picking this guy up if you haven't already. So jumping into another favorite for the face, this is the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Into Sun. I'm really excited about the new cream bronzers they just brought out. I have purchased a few that are on the way. Since I didn't shop the Sephora sale, they're actually coming from Fenty Beauty. I ordered on the website, so those are on the way. They should be here in at least a week or two. So shipping's kind of delayed, so just stay tuned. I definitely want to do a full review on those cream products, but for now I wanted to talk about the powder bronzers. So as you can see, this is clearly a favorite because I've completely used it up. That says a lot for someone who has so much makeup and who is constantly playing with makeup. I completely used it up. This is probably the third or fourth one of these that I've bought. I love this bronzer. I'm actually really missing it right now because this is the perfect shade that I like to use actually as a nose contour. It's cool enough to where it's not gonna look orangey and bronzy like a bronzer, but it's not too warm to where you can't use it as a contour. Does that make sense? So I kind of use it as both. You can use it as an all over bronzer, but I also like to use it to chisel out features on my face as well. Love this. Again, the shade is Into Sun. Such a gorgeous shade. So a foundation that I've been really loving lately is actually the Bare With Me foundation from NYX. I have tried a lot of tinted moisturizers and a lot of other sheer to medium coverage foundations in the past couple of years, and I like them all. There's some really great ones out on the market. I love the Nude Sticks tinted cover. I like Sheer Glow from NARS. I love the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. But if you're looking for a drugstore alternative, this Bare With Me from NYX is gorgeous. It actually is a little bit more of a thick consistency than you'd probably expect for a tinted moisturizer. But this actually, I guess it's called a tinted skin veil. So it's not claiming to be a moisturizer, but it certainly gives the coverage of a tinted moisturizer in my opinion. So I've been wearing the shade True Beige Buff. This is a gorgeous shade for me. NYX was so kind to send these over, so I actually have a ton of these for my kit, but I kept this shade for myself because I've completely fallen in love with it. The unique thing with this guy too is it does claim to be long wearing. So it says up to 8 hours here on the back. And I can definitely attest to that. I actually purchased the Bite Changemaker foundation, and this one also claims to be long wearing, but also a natural finish. And I have found that the NYX one, gosh, they look so similar now that I'm looking at them, even to the packaging. Highly recommend this guy. Another product that's actually been a favorite for several months now is this All-Nighter Primer from Urban Decay. Seriously, the second that this came out, I went out and bought this, and this is still the same container that I've had. I actually think that I picked this up in December. Yeah, it was December when Wade and I were in Montana. So I picked this up at the Ulta in Bozeman, Montana, and it has still lasted me till this day. I mean, there's still plenty of product in here. It's getting down there, but there's still plenty of product in here. This primer is definitely the best of both worlds. If you're trying to blur your pores and you're looking for a smoothing primer, but you also really want it to grip the makeup and hold on without having a silicone-y consistency, this guy is amazing. I highly recommend this. This is the only primer that I've been using and wearing lately, and I definitely can tell the difference when I don't wear it. My makeup does not last as long, so highly recommend this guy. So on the note of primers, I have to give a quick shout out to my holy grail shadow primer. This is the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer, and this guy is great. I love this eye primer. I know that Hourglass just came out with one and it looks fairly similar, but I'm gonna wait to try that out until I go through this guy because this is lovely. I would say that of all the eye primers I've tried the ABH, I've tried Urban Decay, the Potion primers, I've tried Fenty's. None of them actually really grip my makeup and make my eyeshadow last longer. This is the only thing that provides a gorgeous finish for eyeshadow to go right on top, but also really grips the makeup and is gonna hold it on there all day long. I don't find that this makes my eyeshadow go patchy or anything like that. It's just truly beautiful. Highly recommend. So I actually have a brush favorite this month, and I have tons and tons of favorite brushes. I want to do a whole separate video talking about how to use brushes and my favorites, but I just thought I'd talk about this one in particular because last month this is the only new one that I picked up. This is from Il Makiage. This is the 124 Tulip Powder Brush, and I've actually been just using my Powder and Sculpt brush from Charlotte Tilbury for the last year or so, and I love this for setting under the eye, really getting in there with powder. I use this sometimes for bronzer. It's just a really, really great brush, but this baby is expensive. Definitely an investment, great quality if you want to spend the money, but definitely expensive. I was doing a creative look not too long ago, and I actually used this for some of the color, and so it had blue pigment or pink pigment or something on it for a couple of days, and I needed a new powder brush for underneath. So I just saw this and I was like, oh, that's a great shape. Dipped in my powder and I haven't looked back since. So I have been loving this for just setting the under eyes as well as around the nose. It's just a really, really great shape for powder. So been loving this guy. The bristles are so soft and smooth, and it just really holds the powder and doesn't apply too much. Love this guy. Okay, I've got a couple of lip favorites. So the first one is Stila Cosmetics Carmelo. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous nude lipstick, and this is their stay all day, long lasting liquid lipstick. So love this formula. It definitely doesn't feel drying or too heavy on the lips. I think the trick to that too is just tapping a little bit on rather than swiping a whole lot on. So I apply this pretty sparingly, and I find that it lasts all day long. So this is the color I have on my lips right now. I just have it tapped in the center, and I've actually gone in with my favorite lip liner around. So this is the Esum Cosmetics dual-sided lip pencil in the shade Nude. This guy is great because on one side you have kind of a perfect nude, brownie nude color right here, and then on the other side you have a deeper shade. So I love to use that lighter tone on the sides of my lips, and then underneath I'll go in with this deeper tone. So this is a really great deeper tone. You can kind of see the comparison there. So what I'll do with this guy is I'll actually apply both colors onto the lips, and then I'll take my ring finger and I'll just gently blend them out so that everything kind of blends seamlessly and it doesn't look too harsh. So a skincare favorite that I have been absolutely loving lately and for a while now is this Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. This is the most hydrating mask you will ever wear. I love this baby. I've fully run out of my full-size one, so I've actually stolen the one I had in my kit because I'm certainly not working on anyone right now, so I might as well use it. So I did order a new one of these from the Summer Fridays website. So I have a backup coming, thank goodness. I am almost out of this guy, so I'm just squeezing the very last drops. I actually have been using this on Wade as well, and his skin has been glowing, so love this guy so much. All right, we have neared the end of our little basket. The last favorite I wanted to share with you guys is this cleanser. I have tons and tons of cleansers that I bounce back and forth on, and this has been the most consistent one from Peter Thomas Roth. This is their anti-aging cleansing gel, and I've been loving this for just an everyday cleanser that doesn't have too much stripping. It's not gonna, make your face dry after cleansing. This is just a really, really gentle cleanser for an everyday kind of use. This does have a little bit of glycolic acid as well as salicylic acid and citric acid. It looks like extracts of peach, white oak bark, can't speak, lemon, lime, linden, grapefruit, and it says good for all skin types except sensitive. So maybe if you have sensitive skin, steer away from this, but I have pretty durable skin. It's been through a lot, and I have been loving this so much lately. All right, you guys, that is it. We made it to the end. Thank you for sticking with me there. I know that was a long one, but I hope you enjoyed some of these favorites. These were all my favorites from the month of April, and I certainly am gonna have a few for May. So stay tuned for next month. Gonna do another video on that. I'm trying to get better about posting every week. We're kind of falling somewhere in between, but life is crazy right now. Wade and I are working on a ton of different projects, but I'm trying to get better about an upload schedule, aiming for every week. So keep me in check. Let me know if you're waiting for a video or if there's anything specific that you would like to see from me. Leave a comment down below. Hit me up on Instagram. Definitely follow me on TikTok too. I'm having a blast over there. So I hope you guys are all staying well and healthy and safe out there. Be good to each other, be kind, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.